Hello, twin flames. Okay, checking in on the divine masculine's karmic situation right now. And then we'll switch it up a little bit. I will be doing the karmic readings for the DMs on Mondays, and then on Fridays I will do the karmic readings for the divine feminines. So just FYI. Okay, so this was the first card that we had gotten earlier already. And yeah, when I connected with the divine masculines, that energy was really just spinning in my head. Like, they are just all over the place. They have like two faces here. One is upside down, right? And one is looking forward, but all fragmented, lots of arms. Like, I feel like they're trying to do so many things and trying to really figure out the karmic situation, the situation with the divine feminine. And in the divine masculine reading today, it really goes hand in hand with this reading. They were in between chairs. So I feel like the divine masculine reading today is really kind of a precursor to this reading. So yeah, I feel like they go hand in hand. So yeah, they're definitely today very much in between chairs, kind of realizing I do have to organize everything to make sure that my divine and my karmic situation is taken care of, but I also know that I have to hurry up and move towards my divine feminine because I can sense that she's moving on, right? So let's see if I can get any other energy from this deck. Okay, divine masculines. What else can we find out about your karmic situation right now? What would you like your feminine to know about your karmic situation? Okay, if nothing comes up, we'll move to the next deck. What else can we find out about your karmic situation? There we go. Okay, same energy we gotten last week. This being stuck still, right? Like the karmic situation kind of getting a hold of him, and he really has to try to figure out how can he remove himself from it. Yeah, that really does go very well with the earlier reading from the divine masculine to the divine feminine. He's really saying that I know I'm stuck here, right? I know I made this bed and now I have to lay in it, but I also know that I don't have to lay here forever, and I'm actually trying to figure out right now all my opportunities, all my choices, everything that I have to free myself, right? We got that they might be meeting up with friends and family, even lawyers and things like that, right? Trying to figure out how to resolve the situation in the best way for all parties involved, right? He doesn't want to hurt anyone. He doesn't want to hurt his feminine, but he also doesn't want to hurt whatever karmic situation is in, even especially if he has kids, right? So he wants to make sure that everyone involved in the end will come out happy, not just him or not just the divine feminine, but everyone involved. Okay, so this is my prototype that I created, where I created a conversation between the divine masculine, the divine feminine, and the karmic partner. So we can check in and see what everyone involved in the situation has to say. So let's see what we can find out. Okay, what can we find out about your karmic situation with your karmic partner? One card so much. It says, I miss you, but I am stuck. Yeah. Right, stuck under the situation, the burdens, the heaviness of trying to figure out how to get out of it. And the karmic is saying, we're so happy together. But I think that's absolutely not true, right? He's definitely feeling the burden of missing you and wanting to come home, but trying to figure out the situation. But yeah, the karmic is not happy about him realizing that he no longer wants to stay, right? One more time. Anything else we can find out? two from the karmic. Karmic is saying, I'm sorry, not sorry, and I know all of her passwords. Yeah, so if that is true, right, that makes it even harder for him to reach out to you, let you know he's working on figuring out his situation, on figuring out how to free himself. So yeah, if the karmic has total insights into their life, it's really hard for them to reach out to you, right? Even if he might want to, he can't. So this of course isn't for everyone, but for some of you this might resonate. Okay, let's do the Celtic tarot, and then we do some messages. And in the end, I got the Book of Answers here. So yeah, think of a question regarding the karmic situation if you have one, or just in general, any question you would like an answer to. Okay, Divine Masculines, can we get more insights into your karmic situation, your karmic cycle? What is going on? Wow. There's like too many. They've been really talkative in the Divine Masculine reading too. Like, I feel like it's like a third of the deck coming out here. Let's see. Almost too much, but let's see if we can get through it real quick. The Fool. So yeah, I feel like he's definitely dreaming of wanting to come home, right? Like, and even I feel like the mushroom is like a gift, and walking on the rainbow, like wanting to come home free and lighthearted, right? That's exactly what we had in the reading. They want to make sure everyone is happy in the end. Yeah. And then this is his divine feminine or his karmic. It's very dark energy. So, oh yeah, like I feel like this is his karmic. See how all the birds are surrounding him? And yeah, I feel like this is you, and between you and him is like the karmic situation, right? Keeping him kind of trapped. I'm kind of getting that same energy as this card here. Even the same color is kind of cool. Yeah, so it definitely feels that there's still obstacles in the way. Yeah, and with this I'm getting that he's worried that maybe his time has passed, you know, like he feels that he has taken too long, and maybe you won't let him back in, you know, you have moved on, maybe you found a new partner. Yeah, I feel like that's really him being in his mind, really worried and sad. Yeah, I'm getting kind of like, I feel dead inside. So I feel like when they think about you moving on with somebody else, that they are literally dying inside. They do not like that thought, right? Even though they're in a karmic, maybe a karmic relationship, but them thinking about you moving on and pulling your energy away is really bothering them, really hurting them. And then we have the Chariot. Yeah, so yeah, that's what we got earlier in the Divine Masculine reading too. A lot of them are definitely ready to come forward now, and they have sorted out their situation. And so expect communication, especially if you know that he's single, that he, you know, like maybe you are in contact with him and you understand kind of where he's at. Yeah, so he might come forward with an offer of like maybe even asking you out on a date, right? Your first date maybe even. Then we have, yeah, again, this one is like, reminds me of nostalgia, right? Like the memories you guys shared. It's also dreamy and beautiful, but I'm also getting the children. So yeah, again, he wants to make sure that if he does have children, that they're happy, right? That he's leaving them in the best way possible, and also with rearrangements where he can visit them still and stuff. So he wants everyone in the end to be happy. Yeah. This to me is always like him really connecting to his higher self, source energy, his angels and really trying to get guidance. Like, how do I move forward? What do I do next? Like, yeah, please enlighten me, you know, like help me on my path. Okay, with this card, I'm kind of wishing, yeah, see, I'm already saying the words that I was trying to explain. Yeah, with this card, I'm feeling he's really wishing that all of that would already be over and he could just come home and fall into your arms. Like, yeah, I feel like being in between chairs is weighing very, very heavy on him, and he just really wishes, I wish I could just close my eyes, wake up, and everything would be the way I want it to. I feel like this is kind of like a wishful thinking energy where he wishes everything would be as he wants it to be. Yeah. The world. Yeah, with the ego always being in action and coming towards you, I'm always kind of getting like it's the masculine coming home right there, preparing for landing. They're preparing to come home. Yeah. Knight of Cups. Yeah, with this I'm getting that he's really starting to connect to his higher self. I feel like this white enlightened horse here is like his higher self guiding him. So yeah, I feel like he might be receiving some downloads and next steps information, maybe not in his waking hours, but in his sleep or subconsciously. I feel like he's definitely being guided by source and his angels. So he is yeah, and also seeking guidance. I'm getting that too. So he's also seeking guidance on how to free himself from the situation that he's stuck in right now. Yeah. So with this, I'm getting that he really is feeling that the Divine Feminine has said goodbye to him, you know, that she has sent him off and is letting him go. And she's moving on, right? And I feel like it's really, really paining him. Like he can feel the detachment, right, from the Divine Feminine, how she's pulling away her energy. Maybe you have communicated or tried to communicate telepathically with him, or even like ask him in your mind, please come home and things like that, but then you decided, I can no longer sit here and just wait, and so you pulled your energy away, maybe went on some dates or started dating, and I feel like he can feel that, and it's like, yeah, really bothering him. Yeah, with this I'm kind of getting like a self-pity energy where he's like, especially with this, right? Oh, she has moved on anyways, and like, what's the point? And why should I keep on fighting? And yeah, I'm getting like this kind of lost energy, and like, yeah, I might as well just sleep my life away. Like, where's the point in it? Like, she's gone, right? I lost her forever, which is not true, right? Like, they can always come home. They just have to make that first step or that move to come forward. Yeah, and here, yeah, with these two, I feel like he's definitely trying to figure out his next path, right? He's searching for the way out. He is yeah, he is feeling trapped where he's at, and he's just figuring out, what's my next move? What do I have to do to get out of this karmic situation? I cannot stay here. I can sense her moving on, and I'm feeling her, that I'm losing her, and I must do something. I need to get into action and really come forward, and I need to come home. I really gotta set everything into motion and figure this stuff out before it's too late. Okay, let's do the Hidden Truth Oracle. See what else he wants to say. Dear Divine Masculines, what do you want to say to your Divine Feminine? Two cards. I left when I saw you with someone. Yeah, exactly like I just said, right? They are sensing that the Divine Feminine has pulled their energy away and is possibly dating. And maybe you even posted something on social media or something and he could see that, right? And he saw that you are moving on. And so that kind of puts him in the self-pity energy and like, what's the point, right? So, yeah. So Divine Feminines, if you have moved on and you're completely happy, that's great. But if you still, even though you're moving on and you're dating and you're checking out what else is out there, but you still wish that they come home, maybe send them a telepathic message or something and let them know, you know, don't dwell in the self-pity, you know, just man up and come and get me, you know, be the knight on the white horse and come and get me. I wish I could take back my words. Yeah. I mean, there's not much to say, right? Like, this resonates with you or not. Like, he might have said things that he didn't mean, right? And I feel like he's actually fearing that the words that he did say to you has also caused you to move on, right? Like that, what he said to you was like, you're like, oh my God, this is it now. Like, I can no longer listen to this. Like, you've hurt me too much and I have to move on. Okay, one more message and then we do the Book of Answers. Dear Divine Masculine, what's the last message for today you want to say to your Divine Feminine? He is very talkative today. I did not expect that, with him being all like so dizzy and confused, but okay. I want to be different. And from what I saw in these cards, it's kind of repetitive. Like the reading that I did where Source came through talking to the masculines, when all of these cards came out, a lot of these are very repetitive. So yeah, seems like they haven't really learned their lesson yet and that they're still kind of stuck in some kind of rut. But yeah, he's saying, I want to be different. Yeah, be different, right? So nobody can change who you are but yourself, right? I can talk to you right now. Yeah, that's what we got earlier, right? That his karmic keeps tabs on him, right? Has all the passwords and stuff, so it's hard for him to reach out. Drugs and alcohol. Yeah, so some of them might even, the karmic situation might be drugs and alcohol, and that is still something that they have to work out, right? Because when they come home, they do want to be clean and they don't want to yeah, end up like using drugs around you or getting wasted every day, right? So that, yeah, if they might still have to be working that out. Emotions overwhelm me. Yeah, that is definitely understandable. Being in between chairs is a hard situation to be in, and some of the Divine Feminines might even still be in that same situation too, and of course it's understandable. And this whole journey is emotional roller coaster. The passion is too much. Yeah, again, personally, I don't think so. Passion is a great thing to have. So I think passion should guide us to where we want to be. I long for your kiss. Yeah. Yeah, we had that, I think, in the DM reading earlier too, that there's some heat inside of them and they miss you in that sense as well. Childhood trauma. Yeah, again, it's repetitive. That's what we had when Source came through, and Source said this is part of the journey, right? Like of the human journey, being a spiritual being in a human body. Of course, we all have childhood traumas. Otherwise, we would be the exact same person, right? We all have to have certain things, and we have to overcome them to really see how beautiful this life is and how beautiful we can create it. We are the creators of our lives, right? How beautiful it can be compared to our childhood. They have hurt me. Yeah. They have hurt you. We have hurt you. You have hurt us. It's a tough situation, but we gotta forget the past and move forward, right? We move forward with an open heart and open mind and embrace the future, right? Instead of looking back. We gotta stop looking back. I can't make you happy. Yeah, maybe if the alcohol and the drugs and things are still there, right, and unresolved issues with the karmic situation, yeah, of course, that first has to be worked out. But once all of it is worked out, of course, you are the one. The divine masculine is the only one that makes his divine feminine truly happy, right? I mean, she can be happy without him too and happy with the soulmate, but like that's the one that really completes you, right? Like that, the two puzzle pieces fitting perfectly together. And painful memories. Yeah, again, all this past stuff is something that they really have to heal and get over. Like, it's in the past, the time is now. We gotta look forward, right? We gotta stop looking backwards, and that goes for everyone involved. So yeah, we gotta keep our eyes peeled forward at our goals and dreams and stop looking back. Okay, now let's open the book of answers lastly. So think of a question that you have, and then we see what answer comes out. Get a clearer view. Okay, with this, I'm saying goodbye. The next karmic reading will be on Friday. We'll check in on the karmic situation for the divine feminine. Any divine feminine that is still stuck in a karmic situation, we see how she's doing, what she wants the divine masculine to know. And yeah, otherwise, yeah, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And then I'll talk to you all soon.